Hi, in this video I'm going to show you some of the options that are out there when choosing a violin. We're going to start off with the cheap end of the scale, and this violin comes in a nice case, very nice, very light, and surprisingly enough it lasts for quite a while. I've had this violin for more than 10 years, and the case is actually, I've used it for another violin and it's been all over the world. But now the fiddle itself is a Chinese lock toe, China light. So it's a Chinese violin, cheap, and this one costs, depending what country you're in, the equivalent of 50. I paid €50 for it, and it's probably what you're going to pay around about now. And it's a set, so it comes in a nice case, and it's got the fiddle. I can't remember whether it had a shoulder rest, I'm not sure, but and it had a bow. So it's you're starting out, it might be the first one to try. €50 in South Africa. That's going to be probably about 1,000 rand, between about 1,000 to 1,500 rand, and it sounds okay. There you go. The next violin in the price range is this one. It's a set and comes in a nice case, and it had a bow. And this one, OM Munich, you can find it on the internet, gavanmusic.com. So they sell a lot of sets, and this one cost me $500, and it's a step up from the Chinese one. It sounds a lot better. It's got also nice looking fiddle, and it's got fine tuners, which makes it easier to tune. The bow's not bad, and as you can hear, it sounds a little bit better. The next violin up the price range would be this one. I've had this fiddle a long time, and as you can see, it's got a couple of dings, but it's a nice fiddle. I've had it since the 70s, and it's been all over the show. And this was not part of a set, but it was a Karl Hofner, very famous name in musical instruments, and this would be in the range probably about $2,000, I think. So, and it's a cut above, and it's got a very nice tone. As you see, it's got fine tuners, and that's a good fiddle. And also, it didn't come with a bow, but this is a very nice bow. I can't remember what I paid for it, but it's a good one, and it's a Bausch. But you can hear the difference. The next violin we're going to look at is the Yamaha, the silent violin, SV110. This is a great fiddle, and the advantage is that you can play through a PA system if you're playing with a band, or you need to be amplified, and it eliminates any feedback, which is always a problem with an acoustic fiddle. And you can put reverb in, and you can EQ the sound to your choice, and it's got a great sound. If you and the violin cost me, it was on special, but the full price was €640. That was some time ago, but they're pretty much the same price now. The shop was selling it at half price, so I got a very special deal on it. But you're looking at about, or under $1,000 for an electric fiddle, and you can use it in a band. As I say, no feedback. And then, if I can give you some idea as to how it would sound. So, for instance, you're practicing in your apartment. So you just plug in your headphones, and then there you go. You're in business, and it will sound. So you're not going to disturb the whole family. The last violin I'm going to show you is another electric fiddle. It's the Yamaha SV130, SV for silent violin, which means that you can practice with headphones and you're not going to disturb anybody. It's up on specs on the last one I showed you, and this one came in a set with a very nice case, very nice, and it had a bow, but very interestingly, it's not a wooden bow. It seems to be some kind of composite bow, which is great, and yeah, it's a fabulous violin, and the price, I would say, probably in the region of about $1,000, maybe more, maybe less, but it's really great value for money. And also the advantage is, if you plug it into a system like I have now, you can really EQ the sound. It's, I mean, for the price of it, it's got a fabulous sound, and you can really get a lot of effects with it. Put it through a couple of pedals, and also the main thing with your set of headphones, you're not going to disturb anybody. So it's a great buy. So there you have it. Those are the options that are pretty much out there. Obviously, after that, if you become really accomplished and a concert violinist, obviously you're going to want something much better, and then that's going to cost you a lot more money.